Welcome, everyone. Another episode of Flatstick Focus, brought to you by Glenn Birchfield. Yours truly, Parker Reeves. We are on location.
On location, Waynesville Inn and Golf Club.
Glenn
Beautiful property.
can tell you all about it. He is. Are you their newest member?
Probably. Probably.
Glenn is a new member out here. Should we give him? Let's give him a good view.
Yeah, give them a good view because I'm telling you, this property
Mountain.
is something special.
Just there's a little putting green, wedge range. Go over to number one. Sorry, the lighting's not good for us. Otherwise, we'd turn it that way.
Behind
to
us,
start with.
directly over my shoulder is the 18th fairway and green.
Just stellar location here.
It really is. It's this course is near and dear to my heart. I have a lot of nostalgic memories here. So very, very honored to be here. Honored and blessed. Let's just say that.
Yeah, it's really awesome. They did a huge renovation here. It was 27 holes for the entire time we've. That's not true. Almost the entire time we've grown up here. New company came in, purchased it, brought in Bobby Weed, took it down to 18 holes.
Yep. Added a really nice practice facility. And the original course opened in 1926. It was a Donald Ross design, only 9 holes.
Is it an old Donald Ross or a new Donald Ross?
Old Donald Ross. Yeah, the new Donald Ross stuff's hard to find.
Yeah.
But Bobby came in and he kept, for the most part, he kept the overall layout of the Donald Ross knife, but he did change a few things. He lengthened some holes. But all in all, I mean,
one new green?
Mm-hmm.
Number one?
Yep, number one's brand new. He lengthened that hole, which it was drivable before, so he added about 30, 40 yards to it. And you can still get close, but it's not many people are going to poke it on that green. So rough is awful. It's super thick, super dense. I mean, it's very challenging.
Awfully tough.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
it's gorgeous out here. They've done a great job. I played out here in a tournament, 2 weeks ago or so. The greens were quite fast.
Mm-hmm.
And there's some pretty decent undulation on some of these greens, so you can get in some bad spots out here. We were playing in a scramble and got in some tight spots even in a scramble, especially on number one.
Yep. Number one is brutal if you miss the fairway.
So it's we're just happy to be here. So we're filming on location today. Sorry about our lighting. We're trying to figure this out. Bear with us. But first podcast we've done together in probably since COVID.
Yeah.
So we're happy to be doing that. I don't know. This could be the future home of the podcast.
I mean, I feel like we're kind of on like ESPN or something. You know, we've got the field in the background.
This is our version of game day. So Glenn's gonna put on a big. You can see they got the bear logo on his hat. He's gonna put on a big bear head like Lee Corso does in just a little bit. No, that would be fun. But okay, here's what we've decided to do. I'm gonna introduce it because it's your episode, and then we'll go vice versa. So today, I asked Glenn to bring as much as he wanted, pretty much, of just random stuff from his collection, and we're gonna go through it. We've done this before, and it's kind of fun.
Yeah, I tried to bring some stuff though that you have never seen, or the viewers have never seen. So because I feel like I end up just talking about Scotty camera stuff for the whole hour every time I do this. So I tried to. There's only one camera item in this whole thing, so I tried to really show some variety.
I love it. So I think what we'll do is we'll just pick an item, tell the story about it, introduce it, show it, and if I think of any questions, I'll ask. But otherwise, we'll just pop through them.
Okay.
And again, if you're watching on YouTube, sorry about the lighting. I can't figure out how to get the settings to not automatically change on that. So sorry for that, but we'll work on it.
Okay. Let's start with the oldest, probably in the collection. A putter that's near and dear to my heart because it was probably the first big boy putter that I ever had. I've talked about it a few times. Very old school. White hot 2-ball. Still in really fantastic condition. It's got a few marks on the face, and I don't know what's on the ball there. If that was not there the last time I looked at it, so something's happened. It's just, I remember getting this when I was in middle school.
Give him a little close up on it.
There we go. Can you see? There's the, like I said, a few marks on the face. It's got a little ding on the top line, little lead tape in the cavity there.
Imagine that.
Yeah, got that putter in middle school, and
42 years ago.
and it just it changed the way that I putted. I putted great with it. Honestly, I may try it.
You almost said honestly.
Honestly, I may try it. Just because I've got some really good memories with that putter. So yeah, I
It's
mean,
probably been too long since you changed putters. I would say it is probably time.
not much to talk about there. Next one. This is probably my most recent ad.
Fancy head cover.
Yeah,
Are
so
we gonna get a zoom shot on
we'll
that?
do a zoom shot of that. So a little Serape swag. A lot of, like I've talked in the past, a lot of things in my bag will be Mexican themed just because my anniversary is Cinco de Mayo. But an original Tri Hot. Wanted one of these forever. Finally tracked one down. Had a very close friend of mine actually buy this for me and would not let me pay him back.
Did you
So
say this is a recent pickup?
yeah, got it last week. Actually a week ago today. So for the age of it, in very good shape.
It is. Those were always just beautiful.
Yeah, and there again, nostalgic reasons. I remembered a couple guys on the team had one. I know Drew had the like the Rossi.
I have it. I
Do
have
you?
his.
Okay.
I got it from him. I can't even remember why. That's the one you shafted for me.
Did I?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Put that black
Oh, that's
black
right. That's
shaft
right.
in it.
Okay.
I still
So
haven't gripped it. It's like 40 inches long.
anyway, just had some nostalgic reasons. I've been looking for one for a while, but anytime you found them, dude, they were in horrible condition. I don't know if I guess we are one of the few people that actually use a head cover because I mean I'm sitting here looking at bags right now, and there's for the most part a lot of people go without covers on the driver and putter. Don't understand
I'll
it.
do driver on the cart. I'll take it off while we're on the cart and leave it in the sweater basket
Yeah.
because I don't take any of the other ones off. So I'll leave the driver one off because I'm hitting driver pretty much
Okay.
every par four. But
So
not your thing.
what
though.
about if we walk and just do no covers ever?
Yeah, I can't. I'm out. I'm out on that. I know you are too.
Yeah. All right. Let's just stay with Odyssey right now. So this will be the last Odyssey that I show. I've had this putter for probably uh, 10, 12 years. It's in original condition. I don't know if you can see it. I don't know if the lighting is going to allow this, but it is the Phil Mickelson, the PT82. There you go. You can kind of see it there. Like I said, it's in original condition. This one actually has never struck a putt. Um, I have two of them. Had three of them.
Shocker.
Had three actually, and sold one. Still actually has the original grip that, of course, like every wind grip over time starts to fade and chip and flake, and the cover's kind of doing the same thing.
Yeah.
You can kind of
And
see.
that stuff gets so
it's
sticky.
It gets
and
on
just,
everything.
Yeah.
Everything. So there we go. That's pretty much the Odysseys. Sorry, this is a pretty fast episode, but next, as far as older goes, probably this one, original head cover, which you don't.
Now
again,
that was back in the day when TaylorMade was at my favorite stage of TaylorMade was right here.
Yep. So ton of lead tape on the bottom. Shocker.
I feel like every putter that you own is like radioactive.
It is. It is. Yeah. Don't lick them.
Yeah.
But the original Rasa.
Yeah, that's like the Marinello or
the
something.
Marinello.
Right?
I think it's the 802. But like I said,
Wonder where they got
really
those
good shape.
numbers.
And this putter, I have two.
Surprise.
The other one I putted with for a really long time in high school, and it's kind of what made me pick up the most recent tour putter, the Del Mar 3.5.
You were getting ready to surprise me with something. Okay.
No, but I will tell you about that when the podcast ends.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Sorry, folks.
Yeah, I meant to actually talk to you about that before we started. So that putter kind of started the whole hill shaft for me, and then it went. Scotty came out with the Del Mars retail, but the difference is the Del Mar. This is so if you pick up a retail Del Mar, where this you can see this line is flat. It's like a high toe. It on the retail Del Mars, the toe is much higher, so it kind of curves the whole way. Changes the look for me a little bit. I prefer this more flat line to it. Um, so anyway, that's what made me pick up the Tour 3.5 that I've got. I really like that head shape. Um, I'm not 100% sure that it fits my stroke, but I have confidence with it, even when I miss.
So how does that work?
So, oh well, I mean, it works fine. You know,
I'm
like
not sure that it fits my stroke, but I love it even when I have confidence. Big T, what's happening? You too.
I can pretty much putt or miss with anything though.
Okay, I like
So,
that. You're confident in that at
I'm
least.
confident in that. I'm confident that I'm gonna make it or miss it with anything. So,
Are
um,
those guys brothers or what?
well,
Come make a guest appearance.
What's going on here?
for the podcast.
Podcast.
Yeah.
Say hey to the people.
They're moving up in the world.
Yeah, man.
You know it. Here, share the bear. Say hey to the people.
We've
Hello,
known
people.
Tony Rogers.
Tony
We've known
Rogers.
this guy forever. We've known him since
go
his
way
20
back.
years.
20 years.
My
yeah.
first job. My first job was with you
Yeah, the
at
Maggie
Maggie.
Valley Club.
Yep.
How long were you there?
6 years.
6 years. I knew it was a minute.
How was the golf course today?
It's tough.
Hard.
You know, the green's just hard and firm path and the weather. I mean, the wind would help. I was only 2 over on the back until 16 and 17. So
Okay. How many birdies? How many bogeys?
I only made 1 birdie today. Missed a few though.
Okay.
So, shot 82.
Greens are tough. I was out here putting them last night. I can't read them. It's not my stroke. I just can't read them.
It's
It's definitely not you.
Yeah, it's definitely not me. I just know it is me. I just can't read them. It's they're tough.
they are tough, but
You're good.
they're true though.
Yeah, they're true for sure. They're true, firm and fast.
Be exciting in this month with that college tournament here, Shelby.
Yes.
Oh yeah, we got
Yeah, we need to
JT
talk about
posted
that. We got
today.
that next week?
Next week.
Yep.
So
Well,
Yep.
week and a half.
So
it'll be
Right?
interesting.
About a week?
first round Sunday. So
Yeah, week from tomorrow. Yep. That'll be
Good
fun.
deal, man.
Well, thanks guys for
Cool.
joining us. Good to see you. Oh,
Thanks for coming.
Tony.
Good to see you.
Glad you guys are doing
Be
well.
good. Yep, you too.
Tony, funny story about him. So he used to work at Maggie Valley, obviously, like you said, and they had a day. This was we in high school when Butch Harmon was out there.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, well, Tony, he was the assistant at the time, and Butch came out and was doing kind of a clinic. Well, he gave Tony the Scotty Cameron, the orange head cover with the yin yangs on it. It was brand new. Pulled it out of the plastic to hand to Tony and signed it. And Tony lost it out here about 6 or 7 years ago. He has no idea where it is. He called me in a total panic because he had gamed it and it had a lot of wear. I mean, the Butch Harmon signature had nearly faded completely off of it.
That was a bummer.
But yeah, that was a sad day, and I looked everywhere for that thing for him because I really, really wanted to be the one to kind of present it back to him, just because Tony's such a good guy and I've known him for so long. Never showed up. Obviously, a Scotty Cameron head cover like that's laying out in the fairway somewhere. I mean, you would like to think people would do the right thing, but it's just probably rarely going to happen. So anyway,
bad.
yeah, that was a
That was a cool
sad
one.
day. I tell you what, let's move on to. I tell you what, let me get the one Cameron out of the way. I feel like this is a putter that I don't show off a ton, and I think it's a really cool piece. Speaking of Butch Harmon,
Yeah, exactly.
First off, this is kind of one of the items I wanted to show off. This was a really cool item. Obviously, working at People's Golf for as long as I have, we have the relationship with Nick Benson over at Swag. And he did this for us, and I think that's really cool. I like the colors on it. It really pops in your bag. So yeah, I just want to kind of bring it. But this is a putter that I don't really show off that much. It was made. You can see the initials there. If I can get the lighting, there we go.
There we go.
C8.
Stay right there.
So Claude Harmon. It's done in triple oil can. It's got probably the minimalist amount of lead tape of any putter I have because it's already a 350 head. Love this thing though. I will occasionally bring it out and play with it. The finish is what gets me. I don't want it to. I don't want it to wear.
It's made for that.
It is.
You want it to look old and
I mean, it
rusty
does
and-
already. You know, it's got some
It's
rust
perfect.
on it. It's got some patina. I mean, it's got some spots. I probably need to oil it more than I do. I'm the world's worst for that, though.
It's a lot of work.
It is
I
a lot
would-
of work.
I would rather just have it wear and look cool and be like, yeah, I've used this thing for 30 years. I hope everybody can hear me. I'm not that close to the mic.
So that was the only camera. A lot of this, yeah, the rest of the stuff. I tell you what, we'll go to this one. So this was Logan Olson. This is before. This is pre-TaylorMade era Olson. Which I'm not sure how that's going. It's kind of. I feel like that's such a weird situation. I feel like TaylorMade really needs to take advantage of Olson. I feel like there needs to be a putter that says TaylorMade and Olson somewhere on it, like a Titleist and a camera. Like
An interesting situation they got going on. I don't know. It's like they're not talking about it. It's like, I don't know.
obviously there's a plan. TaylorMade's a big company. They got a lot of smart people that work there. I just don't understand the plan. I
Yeah,
guess.
we're not on the end.
We're not on the end. So anyway, pretty simple. I've had a few Olsons. This is the one for me that was my favorite, hand stamped, little welded. I just thought it was very clean, very very clean. There's not much to it. I mean, it's just I don't know. I just really really like this putter. I did change the paint fill on it to black and purple. Um, again, Lead Tape Chronicles. Um, but yeah, I've had some really good, putting rounds with this. I did just putt with it a minute ago for the first time in a really long time, and it feels flat to me, so I may have to adjust that a little bit. But yeah, not much.
Pre-TaylorMade
Pre-TaylorMade.
Logan Olson.
Will they ever be worth as much as the pre? Of course, if you look at the pre-Cameron or pre-Titleist Cameron stuff, to us,
They don't go for that.
They
much.
don't.
They don't go for that much.
To
Which
me,
is
they're really
interesting.
cool.
I think
A
it's
classic one. Like that's
that should be a putter that's really collectible. I mean, I guess there's a lot of them, so that's part of it. That you can find a classic one fairly easily. But
yeah.
the thing that is really interesting to me is that you can get pre-Titleist Tour Scotty Camerons for like a steal anymore.
Really?
Seems like, yeah, like somebody had I mean, I guess it depends on the right one. Somebody had a really cool one online the other day. I want to say it was maybe $2,500 or something. It was a Augusta winner with a welded round neck, which you just
Wow.
don't see because all the Augusta winners were plumbers necks, just pretty basic. But this one has a welded round neck, which is really cool. And um, somebody had a classic one. I'm trying to think if it. I guess it probably had classic one on the sole, but it was stamped Mizuno in the cavity, and it was sub $1,000.
Yeah, I know who you're talking about. That
Which would have been
and it's beautiful.
Which would have been a tour that would get a tour COA. Interesting. I
Yeah,
don't know.
that is. I don't know.
I think the old stuff from Scotty's gonna pop though. I think it's
though?
down right now. I think when Scotty retires, I think the old stuff pops
Who do you think takes his place?
as like king of the mountain
No, is like
or at Titleist.
So my question is, when Scotty retires, do they keep the Cameron name? Do they keep pumping out putters that say Scotty Cameron?
Probably. I guess it depends on what Scotty wants to do. I think they'll do that with Bokies, but I don't know that.
Okay. You don't think there'll be an Aaron Deal instead of Vokey on
I mean, he's
there?
got a grind. Maybe there will be. I don't know. I mean, I think Aaron should. I mean, he should have his own wedges.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It'd be interesting to see.
I'm not a big fan of personally. Like, I don't want a Scotty Cameron that is done after Scotty Cameron's gone. Like,
Yeah.
it's not a Scotty Cameron. Like, it's just, to me, it's just not. If he's not involved, really, it's just not the same thing.
No,
That's just me.
That makes sense. I guess I'm kind of in the same boat with you. I mean, I like the early stuff. That's just, we talked about that till we blew in the face. I mean, you and I both like the older stuff. When we know that he was the one that did the work, he's the one that handled it. So yeah, I'm kind of with you there. So, next on the list.
How's it going? They say coach on that thing.
Yes, it's Coach Reeves on the other side. I brought Parker's bag out here, by the way, and it says Coach Reeves, James Madison University on it. So Let me just read. How we
What's
doing?
up, fellas?
Hello, fellers.
How are y'all?
doing? Um, I love it. Everybody out here just, I don't know, they just seem like good old.
Let me throw this out there real quick. This is changing the subject, but let's go back to Waynesville just a second. This is like the way that they're running this club now is so cool, is so unique. Like it is a very like community oriented, like everybody's involved. I swear, every time I'm here, it seems like Billy, who's a GM's, like he's
Mhm.
really involved. Like he's not just in an office. Like he's out playing with the members today. Todd may be playing. I don't know.
Yeah, Todd
The
plays
head,
with the members all the time.
head professional or director of golf. Like it's just they're doing a really nice job, and we're getting this. This is all still pretty fresh. I mean, they just opened last year, um, so it's just kind of neat for us to see, being from such a small town, to have such a unique deal going on at this club. If you Google Waynesville Inn, you'll see there's been all kinds of press on what they've done here. It was a huge renovation, close to $30 million renovation, and most of that went into the golf course because I mean, they changed, I guess, some of the interior of the hotel, but
yeah.
they didn't like build a new hotel or anything. It's a really really neat place.
It really is. So kind of back to the putters. This is another one. I think
Wow.
yeah.
Wow. Okay.
This is, from the best I can tell, this is a Nick Vincent era tour Bettinardi. Did I say that right? That's a lot.
Yeah.
Um,
Sure.
you've got the skull and crossbones, some interesting milling. It's I don't know if you can see it. It kind of stops at a weird place. There we go. But next to clean cavity, kind of some oil quenching blues and purples and pinks. Really, really enjoy this putter. This putter kind of came out of nowhere. I didn't even know this putter existed, and I just had a friend reach out to me one day, and he was like, "Man, I've got this. Any interest?" And I was like, "Well, yeah," because I kind of wanted a Betty from Nick's era. I thought he had some really cool logos. I thought he had some really cool designs from that era. Um, so yeah, picked it up. Head cover, obviously being a mustache guy, this is one of my favorite Bettinardi head. It might be my favorite.
Oh, I
Bettinardi head.
missed the fact that was the Bettinardi head cover.
Yeah. The tour version of this is even cooler. It's the Kool-Aid guy. It's a black cover Kool-Aid guy with a handlebar mustache. Hard to
Nice.
find. I'm gonna track one
Nice.
down one day.
I noticed you've been selling some things lately.
Yeah, trying to move some few things. I'm trying to get a path on what I'm collecting. Um, trying
Do
to.
we have that nailed down? Do we
We're
have
getting there. We
a
are.
specific?
We're getting there.
Okay.
So it's exciting. It's exciting to move the stuff that I know that's never going to see bag time. And why, at this point, why should I not move it and let somebody else enjoy it?
Yeah,
You know?
I think we're both kind of getting there. I didn't know if I would ever get there, but I think I'm getting there.
Yeah. I mean, just like looking at, I'm looking at 8 bags right now. All have different covers on them. Everybody, if I'm not going to use it and it's a cover that's not special to me, why not let somebody else enjoy it? Throw it on their bag. Let it fade. Let it get weathered. Let it get used. Maybe it's special to them, and I'm holding on. I'm keeping them from enjoying it. So
You're being a big jerk.
I am.
Is that what you're thinking?
I am. Yeah. So
I could have told you that before.
why
You
they call
should
me
have just
G.
asked me.
G for jerk.
Yeah, exactly.
So we'll finish. Last two are going to be swags. Tell you what, I'm going to start with this. Another Serape. Big shout out to Almigos, Al Guyberger, awesome individual. Again, Mexican themed.
So you need to buy stock in lead.
More lead tape. You can.
Like, I feel like I'm
You can-
losing years of my life sitting here.
You
with
can see the outline of the
Kind.
skull and the sound slot, which I hate, but I filled it with foam.
that
So,
makes me sick.
to fill the sound slot with foam,
Kind of.
really,
Not really,
Well,
because it's not permanent. I'm not much on the.
this was I think it was quote unquote called like the prototype. Sounds good. Suave.
So then you took
tube.
everything away that made it sound good.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah. It didn't sound good to me.
That's an interesting play. Interesting play.
But I really enjoy this putter. I like the deep milling on it because it's a little bit softer. Who knows? I may dig the foam out at some point. I mean, it's easily to get. I didn't glue it or anything.
Yeah, that's good.
So I don't know. Part of me wants to bring it back out, and it does have a dot on it, which was even kind of rare. I think there's less than 10 of these out there. So I don't know. I may try it again. The last time I tried it, I couldn't stand the way that it set, but I've changed some things in my putting since then. So who knows? I may try it again. Give it a whole whirl. That's the fun of having
Give it a
these.
whirl, G. Jerk.
That's
G for jerk.
and lastly, love this thing. I think this is such a cool putter.
Wait. Okay, go ahead. I think I know. I know that head cover. I don't think I knew.
Do you know it exists?
I don't think I knew you had it.
Okay. Well, this was Nick's kind of um I guess he was trying to I don't
It
know.
was an ode. To
Yeah,
Scotty
there you
Cameron.
go. It was an ode to Scotty Cameron.
And I think he came out and like
he did
flat
a-
admitted it.
He did a really good job with the cover. Like it looks like the old school cover that came on Terilliums. Obviously, you would have had an American flag here. It would have said, see, it said Titleist here, Scotty Cameron here.
I mean, basically,
The bottom of the putter you can't see because it's got lead on it. Shocker, but but it looks just like that era of the
like the
Terillium.
gun blue.
Yeah, the gun blue. So really love this thing. Rolled it for the first time about 10 minutes ago, um, and I really enjoy it. I really enjoy
That's
it.
a cool putter. Probably one of my favorite ones they've done.
And it
to be
came with
honest.
2 head covers. Not a lot of people realize that. So the cover that came on the putter was Velcro because that was a nod to Scotty.
Interesting.
But then he would give you the magnetic version in case you didn't want to carry the Velcro version.
Smart.
So, yeah.
Love it.
Yeah. So I thought that was a really nice touch and a really good thing, like you said, to come out and be like, hey, I'm giving the man his credit.
He's not trying. Yeah, he's not trying to back away from it. He's embracing the fact that he's enjoyed because he was a Scotty Cameron collector,
He was.
wasn't he? Like,
Mhm.
and it's like it's out of respect.
So, lastly, something that I got last year, and
That is awesome.
I ordered it. Usually Tyson will do these around Christmas time every year. I wanted something that had my wife and my 2 kids on it so that I could carry it to the golf course. This is kind of my ball marker that I use all the time. Tyson Lamb. I know you can't see. It's like a forest green and like a peach color, very similar to like Augusta. And then I had their Roman numerals put on the back. And I know it's small, but it means so much to me to be able to have that in my pocket. Kind of brings me some joy when I can pull it out, mark a ball with it, see them. Usually I will mark it like this, leather side down, just so I can see their Roman numerals and stuff. But occasionally I'll go this way. I like both sides, so it's kind of awesome. But yeah, that's pretty much all I brought. I mean, it was a quick show and tell, but it was some pieces, like I said, that I felt like I've never really showed. I maybe have talked about. Um,
Those are all. I mean, for the most part, like those are all long termers in your collection,
They
not
are.
really going anywhere.
No.
I would think. Is there anything that would?
Not out of this bag. No, no. I mean, I still have some stuff that I would move, but nothing here.
That's all. That's all keeper
That's all
stuff right there.
keepers. Yeah, that's all keepers. My little boy, I brought him out for the first time yesterday to hit some balls, and the best I can tell, he's going to be a lefty.
Mm.
So
Poor guy.
He's going to be set up on some putters. Nothing else.
He will be. I honestly, if I'm you, I'm telling him like, listen, dude,
Even if
you're gonna want to play left-handed.
even
okay?
if you're right-handed,
Trust
you're
me.
gonna want to go
Just play.
left-handed.
You at least gonna want to putt left-handed. He just needs to stick with it. Like it doesn't really matter. He can learn at this point. So I'm with you on that. I get it.
So, any questions? I know that was a quick hitter, but I wanted to just kind of blow through it and not take up too much time boring everybody with stories on putters and stuff.
No, I mean I think that's enjoyable. Like I think people like seeing your stuff. I like seeing this stuff because some of this stuff I either haven't seen or haven't seen in a long time. Um, there's a lot of similarities, but a lot of differences there too. Different brands, different necks, different head shapes, different styles. The one common theme would be the plutonium tape that you've got on the bottom.
The cans
Like,
are
I
the
think
lead strip.
I think like as much as you put on there, like the government's probably going to come after you. Like if it's wet, you play in the rain, it's probably like seeping into the water table
Oh,
out
probably.
here. So I don't know. We may have to call somebody on that, but um, it's just fun to be out here, fun to be together, fun to be
Does
outside.
the lead stay in the head covers? Swipe it in and out.
I don't really know how that works. I I know they say it can like seep through your skin.
Can it?
Yeah,
Didn't know that.
yeah.
I probably need to go get checked.
So I don't. I mean, I would think it would probably have to be in a different form.
Okay.
Would be my guess, but I don't know.
Okay.
It looks cool.
It does look cool, and it's functional.
It is functional. It's a
It protects the bottom of the
cool-looking
putter, but
tool.
it also adds some weight because I like a heavier putter.
Yeah.
So
And I mean, if you want to hit the top half of the ball, it'll help you with that too. Because I mean, your putter sticks like that much off the ground. It's like some people put like, how many strips did you put on there? It's like, how many rolls did you use on that putter? So I mean, maybe we can find you like some tungsten powder.
there we
or
go.
something.
There we go.
I know a guy
You do?
that could
Okay.
get some
All right.
and work that for you if you wanted to, you know,
I
tack
knew-
a few years on the old life there.
I knew a guy years ago, older guy, but good player. He putted left-handed, but he played right-handed. And he would weight his putters. He would super glue or hot glue or epoxy points to the top of it. Very interesting. He would do it in a way where it would help the alignment too. It was very interesting to watch him weight a putter. It was very, yeah, he would do coins.
What is okay? Wonder what the ratio is like a nickel worth of lead tape.
I don't know. I don't know.
So he'd just have like nickels
Mhm.
or whatever.
And they'd be stacked on each other, or they would be, yeah. He always put it with a mallet, so he had plenty of room to do it. He was never a blade guy, and all of his putters played like 36 or 37 inches. He could not stand to hardly bend over. Like he kind of had a bad back later in life, but a really good player.
Probably
I
from
mean,
lifting all those coins on that putter.
he, it was. I would say he was probably a 2 or 4 handicap, so a really good player.
Strong.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay, I can't say that that's a method that I've seen before, but don't knock it till you try it. I've seen people that weight it with birdshot down the shaft.
That's a good
Maybe
idea.
BBs.
Okay.
Put a bunch of BBs down there.
Cork it, I guess.
All the ones that I had were not corked. So when you turned the putter up, I didn't do it, but I had bought putters that had it. So when you turned the putter up, it sounded like a rain stick. You talk about annoying your playing partners. Like when somebody's getting ready to putt, you just flip your putter up. Like it could be a great gamesmanship tool, I guess.
I love it.
Well, this has been fun.
This has been fun.
Thanks for doing it.
Thank you guys
And
for joining us on site here.
yeah, we're gonna have one more on-site podcast for the next episode, unless this is the second one. Then it was the previous episode. We don't know yet.
Surprise.
Surprise.
All right, guys. Well,
enjoy.
thank you all.
Thanks,
And
guys.
Until next time.
See ya.